So um, I rewatched my own Restocking fee video, and to me, my charter for these videos was to basically just talk about the new stuff. Don't get bogged down in stuff that they already had before and like teaching the whole feature, to just concentrate on what has changed. So on the Restocking fee video, that's what I did. I did briefly say at the beginning, like, there's other options in control store invoice options, and if you want more help on them, then go to your help, to the help manual. But then I felt like after I watched it, like after I stepped away for a while and watched it again, that I felt like something was kind of missing in that video at the end. And I'm just curious if any of you guys felt like how it ended was kind of like when you watch those weird independent films and they just like end in the middle of like something big happening.
Hey, Karen, if you want my 2 cents, since I'm the newbie here, and so I don't know diddly about this, I'm learning it all from these videos. Mm-hmm. Shorter videos that get to a specific topic are actually a lot easier to understand. And then if you have a separate video, if you reference that there's another video to more information,
right?
Some of these like 20, 30-minute videos, I get halfway through and then I've almost fallen. I've lost where I'm at, or there's too many menu paths and I'm kind of lost.
Totally.
So I think that the shorter to the point ones, and then there are 6 in this module if you want to watch all of them, I think they're a lot more helpful than one big long video. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think that's kind of where we're all going. I mean, I did have like that deferred core billing one was like 13 minutes long or something, which was like kind of long, but there was a lot to cover. So I don't know. I think we're going to end up with some long ones, but yeah, we're definitely trying to do that. But on this one, I felt like at the end, I didn't even show you, here's what the restocking fee looks like. Did anybody else notice that? Or were you like, oh, okay, now I know how to set up the restocking fee, everything's good? Because it would be like...
I noticed it didn't show with the restocking fee appear, but I mean, that's kind of intuitive, right? I mean, it wouldn't be bad to show it.
Yeah, I mean, it would only probably add 10 seconds to it.
Right, right.
So I might do that just to kind of, like I said, so it's not ending in that weird way. So, okay, so that's,
I did a video a while back, and if I can find it, I'll send it to you. And what I did was, it was for Parts Watch, and in the beginning and at the ending, I had it fade in and out to the Parts Watch logo.
Yeah.
So that's something easy to do, or something maybe.
Yeah, that's easy. Yep. We have, I have the, I mean, we're still kind of getting our standards up to speed and stuff. I have that opening slide at the beginning, which is Barbara uses on all hers, where it's just like the Parts Watch border with the topic, and what I decided on these ones that are on a new feature, I'm going to put the iTrack number. I think I only did it on one of these. So if I make any edits, I'll go back and do it on the other one. But for new things, I'm going to put the iTrack number so people can find the FSD or the iTrack, at least support people. The customers obviously won't have access to that, but if they're asking you about something, they could give you the number from the opening slide on the video, and then you'll be able to go right to that ticket or right to that FSD, and you'll know exactly what they're talking about without having watched the whole video. So, and and I had a closing slide at some point, which I have to find, and I'll start adding that to these.
All right.
If
you can unmute Jerry, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the closing slide was just, I think it actually looked like the opening one, but it said, thanks for watching, or something like that. So, yeah.
Right, or maybe we put the Autolog logo at the end.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To start,
Yep. Yeah, I'll talk to Barbara on that so we can both do the same thing and kind of keep it looking branded. So, okay, Jerry, you're unmuted now. Okay, so any other questions on the restock or comments, criticisms, like whatever, I can take it on the restocking fee one? That was the shorter one.
No, but I do have a question on restocking fees. Is it possible to say there's a restocking fee after 30 days? Like there's no restocking fee for the first 30, but then after that, set one in?
I don't think, no, there isn't. The options we have, I'll show my screen here. We can just talk about the options real quick. Not that one, fees and margins. You guys can see my screen, right? Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, we don't have where you can only apply after 30 days. I can see that being useful. Although the thing is, we have hardly anybody even using restocking fees as far as I know. So
right.
I don't know how soon we'll be enhancing it, but I would definitely submit that as an enhancement tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be.
Because I had that question from a customer, so I just didn't know if I was using it.
So put their name then, if it came from them. Yeah, make sure they're, even if it's a prospect even, then you could just put their name in the comments or something.
Right.
Because I usually, like, as I find, if more people ask for the same thing, I'll list all the names in there, and then that kind of ups the priority. Let me just see. So I guess they only charge a restocking fee if it's longer, right? Not shorter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Like if you've had it for a month and you want to return
right.
it, like
after 30 days, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah. So we just really have.
Karen.
Yeah.
When you still have to have another switch to, I think they will always want to do a restocking fee on sourcing items, don't they? As a rule.
Yeah. So that's the supply to sourced items only flag.
Yeah, if you put it like a 30-day ceiling on it.
Yeah. To exclude.
You want that to apply to the source items too, or I wouldn't think so. I think just say stock items.
Right. Like if you sourced it, always apply apply it regardless of when. Yeah. So maybe note that in the ticket so that we don't forget about that if we get to that one. Might as well just run real quick through the things we have here just to see if anybody has questions. So this is like your base restocking fee, your min restocking amount. Now I honestly don't remember. We haven't changed anything on this in a while, but the min restocking fee, I don't think it, like let's say it calculates a restocking fee and it comes out to 25 cents. I don't know if this rounds it up to $1.50. I don't think so. I think it's, or is it, don't apply a restocking fee if it comes out less than $1.50. Does anybody know? I just want to see if that's in help. I mean, that's a little bit off topic.
The minimum's going to be $1.50 if that threshold isn't met.
Okay, so there won't be any like 2-cent restocking fee. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Let's check real quick. Oh, did you guys know? This is like a real dumb thing. I never knew this. So I always search up here in the help for what, like min restocking dollars, and it finds the page. I did not know that you could do Control F and find where that is on the page. Like find where that works.
That works in the browser too.
Yeah.
You're searching a website.
Yeah, I knew it was where.
CRM.
Yeah, I use it all the time in websites, but I never knew that was in here. So it's very useful, so you're not having to scroll. So maybe I'm the only one on the planet that didn't know that, but so here's a typical old style help. Indicates the minimum dollar amount of the restocking fee on return parts. It does not even answer the question to me. So I'll get that updated in help too since we're talking about it.
Okay. Can I ask a question while we're sitting here? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm literally reading the help because obviously I need to learn the system. If I find a problem with that, who do I turn that into?
Zach.
For like spelling errors or whatever.
Yeah, Zach. Zevens.
Okay.
At parts. Yep. Oh, that's weird. Why did my whole screen go blank? Okay, so yeah, sourced items only, which I talked about in the video. Apply restocking fee to NIFs and PN group non-matches. That's, I mean, I won't get into all this stuff, but just kind of running through these to see if we have any questions. And then the restocking overrides lets you override based on account group. So, and this is all old, this stuff's all been around for a while, but if you're new to restocking fees, I guess someday we'll have a video on all of this, but that's just some stuff to be aware of. Any other comments on the video, questions, suggestions on the restocking video? Or do we need to play any of it?
I'm good with the rest of it. I just had one question.
Go ahead. Is it Tracy?
Yeah.
No, I'm good with the rest of it. I just had the question on the one. The rest of the video is fine.
Okay. Eddie, you had something?
I was just saying, if everybody watched it, I think we're good.
Okay. And then we'll talk about the other one. I was just going to ask something. Oh, before we hang up here, though, I do want to play part of one of the videos just to test this GoToMeeting video thing. So, yeah. So any questions on, how about the other video? I didn't notice anything on that one when I played it back myself. And that was the return validation enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to actually that's interesting. Let me just try one more time. Okay, now you should be able to see my screen.
Yep.
Okay, so that's based, I'm in Control Store Invoice Options Returns tab. Right. That's based on this return search order.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to actually turn this thing off so we don't have the auto select on. Oops. Yeah, and there's a bunch of other stuff I didn't talk about in the video. So for you guys that are newer here, maybe I'll just talk about these real quick. We won't go through them all, but just to be aware they're here. Like new returns valid days. If you have that set to 0, it doesn't care how old the original sale was, it'll be eligible to return against. So most people are going to have like 30 days or 60 days or something like that here. And if it's like, if they're trying to return a part and you have 60 days here and they bought it, the only time they bought it was more than 60 days ago, it won't come up. It won't be on the list. It won't be able to be returned against. You could still return with a manager override if you allow that, but it won't be showing you the transactions. And we do the same for defects and cores. So I don't know. I think most people probably have like 30 days or thereabouts for these. And then return search order, that's oldest to newest or newest to oldest. Check min cell, like do you want to adhere to a min cell when they're doing returns and defects? They had to buy for, do they have to return for, kind of thing. Return product message at POS. That's really a returns thing, not necessarily a Lisa credit check thing, but I believe this is asking, do you want to return it to the shelf or the manifest, I think. So that's kind of off topic though. And yeah, the rest of these are not Lisa. So, kind of, if you're new to this, you might want to go through these options too.
What are you using the word manifest for? What is the word manifest used in PartsWatch language?
It is when you do a return, we automatically, if you have it enabled or not disabled in your part, we will automatically put it on a manifest, which is just basically a list of parts you're returning. and it will group them by vendor.
So it's a supplier return, basically. A supplier return.
Yep.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it groups it by vendor and it groups it by type of return. So we have shrink, batteries, cores, and warranties, which is a defect return.
Gotcha, okay.
And new returns, so I should clarify, if you just do a plain old return, it's going to put that on the shelf. It's not going to put it on a manifest. These would just be for, like, it's defective, so it's going back to manufacturer. It's a core, so it's going back to them, or and a defective would be a warranty. So, and then shrink is kind of a manual thing. You can move parts to shrink, inventory shrinkage.
Okay, thanks.
So, I just want to bring up probably have to start a new invoice. One thing I discovered, so it's always a question, like when you change something in invoice options or any of those option screens, like, do I have to log out for it to take effect? Do I have to reboot? And for that one, you don't, like, it really was real in the video. I could just change that flag for showing the detail or not, and it would, it takes it right away. I think you might have to start a new invoice. Like if I was in the middle of an invoice, I might have to start a new one, but I'll just bring up the screen so we can see if it sparks any questions. So yeah, we added, I mean, it's really crazy to me that before all we had were the fields like up to here. We didn't even show you the location. So we added all location, invoice, date, employee, and payment type. So that's any questions, comments on that video? Anything I should have said that I didn't say? Okay. I guess, like, as you guys are watching these videos, just kind of keep in mind, like, you know, if a customer was going to ask me a question and it's on the topic of this video, you know, as a support rep, what do I want them to know? How do I want it presented? And, you know, because I think you guys are probably going to end up being the biggest users of these if all goes well. Either, you know, for support questions or, of course, for initial training, but I think I'm hoping we can use them for support too. So, okay, I guess if there are no questions, I guess we're done.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay. Thanks, Karen.
All right, thanks.
If you want to email me a link, please.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll send you. I guess I'll put it on FTP, Eddie, and you can